I don't think I'm the only one who is worried because this Xavi Simmons deal is taking too long. Because after the first game week, a lot of us were watching the game and just trying to find reasons. A lot of us were ambitious enough to think that we need to be winning these games. I know a lot of us were questioning or trying to get reasons why this Xavi Simmons deal is taking too long. And in my quest, I probably came up with a lot of conspiracy. But I don't think this is conspiracy per se, because I'm not the only one who has been questioning Klopp as being a shadow boss at Red Bull. And Klopp, while he was in England, he used to hate so much on Chelsea. He should have hated uh, Man City because they were fighting against Man City for cups or for Premier League. But he just turned out to hate Chelsea so much because who they were signing, how they were signing. He forgot he was also signing, he was also using a lot of money to sign. I think he just wanted to have the budget that Chelsea had and just the freedom, and it wasn't happening in Liverpool. And I think that's why he was hating Chelsea. And I think he probably has just a hand in how this deal is dragging. Now, us and Leipzig have been doing business for a very long time. Like Wana, again, we sold to them, sold to us, Nkunku, Londa, Mpadu. Like it was just, quick business. And they're not as hard as probably Portuguese club or some Premier League club. I've never seen a player who they were to sell just downing their tools. Like we have seen a lot of people. We have seen even Enzo, we have seen even Gyökeres, we have seen even Isaac downing their tools. And they have sold a lot for people. They have sold Sesko this year. They sold Szoboszlai, they sold Wana, they sold Vardiol, they have sold a lot of guys, but none of them have ever, or even this season, has down his tool, has revolted, has tried to, go underhand. And you think that they have sporting directors who are, mentally upright. Maybe just for Klopp. And it's not because he's a bad person. I think it's just because he hates how Chelsea does their business. Now, the thing is, I'm so sure we are going to sign Xavi Simmons. And it's not just Xavi Simmons, it's Xavi Simmons and Garnacho, because we need those guys in the left wing. After watching Gittens for the last two games, he's just so good at dribbling, so good at doing a lot of stuff, but then he has to mature on the decision making. It's the same thing that we were telling Modric. Like, as much as you run, your speed is 100. As much as some of the things you are doing is 100, you can pass. You are a one-on-one god. You are sometimes you need decision making, and decision making is not something that just comes easily for you. Sometimes it just comes with maturity, and some people mature quicker. So probably Xavi Simons has matured quicker. I don't know about Ganacho, and that's why we need Ganacho and Xavi Simons, and not just Ganacho or Xavi Simons, because the two give different profiles. They are different profiles. Xavi's matured, he forces a lot of stuff, he makes a lot of runs, he's just quick, he's a Joao Pedro that works so hard. Ganacho is, a less talented Ronaldo. He seems, in his head, he thinks he can be Ronaldo, but we know he won't reach that level. But then he does just some of those stuff. He runs, he shoots, he moves a lot. He's just adamant on scoring, on doing a lot of things. But then sometimes the game is just too uh technical for him. Now you need somebody who has the mind, and that's Xavi. Now, the thing is, getting Xavi is not an easy thing. While Benfica have been selling their talent, they haven't been selling their talent cheap. They sold Vardiol for 90 million. They've sold Sesko for I think 70. Soboslai for 80. Wana for around 50 something. And they've sold everybody, even Konate for 40. And out of all those, you think Xavi is valued, you could say, better than all those guys. Or if it's not better than all those guys, just about the second, the third, or the fourth. Now, if you are talking that, then we think not just the market price, but whatever Leipzig have been selling, like the price they have been selling, they will demand nearly 70 to 100, or even more than that. Now, if you are willing to get that, is another thing. Now, what the rumors, what a lot of people are proposing, or what some of the guys were saying, like Chelsea directors were discussing with the Leipzig directors, is an exchange. You know, that exchange of give me that, let me have Nkunku back, and then I give you Xavi, and then you add me some money because Nkunku is now not the Nkunku we sold you. But then Bayern Munich also wants Nkunku. So if we're selling Nkunku to Bayern Munich, we'll have to pay that 70 to 100. Now, the thing is, we have to buy them. We have to buy Alexander. We have to buy Timo Werner. Not Timo Werner. You have to buy Xavi Simmons. And we must, or we shall, or we will. The problem is that sometimes, not sometimes, for the next 10 days or 12 days until the end of the transfer season, we have to offload some of the guys who are still in the club. We still have people like Sterling. I don't know if they're going to sell Nicholas Jackson, but he's still here. Again, Kunku. Probably somebody like George, because now if you're getting another left wing or another left mid, we have to sell them. We have people like Chilwell. We have a lot of guys who we have not moved on, and we have to move these guys on before we sign the people. Now, that's the problem. The three problems. Klopp, as a shadow boss, I think is playing the underhand. But then, even if he plays the underhand and we have to reach the price they are requesting or give the people we are requesting, we need to sell people, because if we don't, again, PSR, it doesn't see Man City the way Man City behaves. It doesn't see Man City. Whenever Man City is buying people, Man City buying Vardiol for 90, PSR, Man City doing a lot, buying 7, 8 players, PSR. Whenever we do that stuff, we are fined, which is not fair, which is why we have to play by the books, which we have to do the accounting stuff. We have to give 10 years contracts to players, and now it's so hard to move. Like a person, like if Nicholas Jackson just decides, you know what, I'm going to be here until 2033, how are we going to move him? We'll have to be with him until 2033. Ben Chilwell still has a lot of years. Sterling still have a lot of years. All these guys, George still has like 7 years, and the rest. That's what he said. But then again, we must get Xavi, because if we don't get Xavi and if we don't get Garnacho, the options, we are going to have very, 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 very limited options for attack. And that may mean we may not get over the line. This season we have to get over the line. Yep. Anyway, subscribe, share, like, follow us everywhere. YouTube, Of course, right now we are just posting on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. But if you want to get us, also you might get us on Twitter, IG, and TikTok at Biased Pandit. Anyway, good day.